Hi, good morning. My name is Kimberly Ross, and today I'm speaking with Mr. Michael Gordon, who is in charge of the CISCO program. So, Mike, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and your job description and how you impact SPC?
Hi, my name is Mike Gordon. I'm the instructor here at the CISCO program, and I do all the CISCO classes. We do classes from CCNA level all the way up through CCNP level classes. And as you can see, we have a whole lot of equipment here. If you want to kind of pan around and get some of the equipment here, we have all of these are 2800 series routers that we have for our CCNP level classes. Most of this equipment is been recently purchased by the college. In this corridor right here, we have about 250 routers and about 150 switches. So we have a whole lot of equipment here for the students to use, and about 75% of their classes that they take here are hands-on on the equipment, so we do have a lot of hands-on to offer the students.
I see. So in line with that, what sort of certifications are students able to get into when they enroll in the CISCO program?
The main certification for the first 4 classes, they're working towards their CCNA, and then after that they have the option, if they want to continue on, to take CCNP level classes. So they could either be working towards a CCNP, or they could be specializing in voice or security, because we do have also voice class and a CISCO security class.
I see. So then, is there an ideal candidate that would enroll in such a program? What kind of people enroll?
We get a mix of students that are just looking to get into the field, so they may just be starting their degree. We also get, especially at the higher level, a lot of students that are already in the field and they're looking to enhance their skill set. So a lot of those students will end up taking our higher level CISCO classes.
Right, I see. And so for students wanting to enroll, what are some of the costs that are involved when seeking this program?
Well, all of our classes, in fact, are just regular 3-credit courses. They're 7 weeks long, so you can take 2 classes per semester. And the extra cost would be the lab fee, which varies from depending on which CISCO classes you're taking. The lower level lab fees are about around $350, either a little lower or more. And then the higher level CCNP classes, the lab fee is probably about $100 higher than that per class, because we have a lot more equipment for those classes.
Right, I see. And it seems like a lot of work is involved, as I can tell, with all the different equipment. So what advice would you give to students for them to be mostly successful and complete this program?
Well, they want to definitely put the time in on the equipment. That's one of the things we do have to offer here. A lot of other programs don't have anything like the kind of setup we have here. So they have the opportunity to spend a good deal of time actually configuring the routers and the switches, so that when they go on the job and they sit in front of a router, they know what they're doing, because they've been sitting in front of these boxes before configuring. So it makes them a lot more fluent in their job.
Right. Well, thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate you taking the time to speak with me, and this concludes the CISCO interview. Thank you. Hello, everyone. It's Kimberly Ross again. You just heard from Mike Gordon, and now we have with us Cedric Way, who is also a part of the CISCO program. So, Cedric, could you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about how you are involved with the SPC community with CISCO?
Sure. My name is Cedric Way, and I started with St. Pete College back in 2007, and I worked with Verizon as a systems engineer, and that experience is absolutely crucial, to being able to teach the CISCO Systems Academy here. I've had the opportunity to work with Mike Gordon, the senior instructor, and he's just been absolute benefit and value to being able to teach here at St. Pete College.
Right, I see. So tell me a little bit about this equipment and how it works for the students who don't know about the classes and so forth.
Sure. This equipment here, what we have switches. These are the newer switches that we have here, that run native mode, the iOS code from CISCO. This is something called a catalyst switch, which runs the CAT OS. Both are very different. This is more router-like, just like the routers that you have here. So the iOS in here and the command structure is pretty much the same as what you would have in a router. So it does make it somewhat easier so that you don't have to remember 2 or 3 different versions of switch software.
Right, I see. And I see behind me here, there's a lab. Could you tell me a little bit about the equipment in there and how the students are involved with the different assignments that they might have to do?
Sure. Most of the time when the students come here, they're going to have an online module that they can access through the Cisco website. And what we've set up here is a switch, not actually a switch, but a patch panel inside that allows them to connect to the equipment back here in the room. So that way we don't have to run cables across the floor in order to be able to plug into the console ports. They can run hyperterm from the computer, plug right into the console port from the desk, and actually patch around and be able to get into different pieces of equipment. So it really helps out.
I see. Okay, well, thank you for that information, and this seems to be very informative for students who might be thinking about getting into the program. Appreciate your time.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.